What's good with y'all, man? Jay Benz Light back again with another video, man. So this video is, of course, for all my people out there who's on their spiritual journey, all my people out there who is diving deep into the mind, diving deep into the self, diving deep into this reality and everything that this reality brings, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But specifically, this video is for all my people out there who try to, all my spiritual types out there who I know a lot of us are guilty of this, or a lot of us do this, and all in good intentions and whatnot. All my people out there who consider themselves to be spiritual and whatnot, who try to wake people up, who actively try to wake up the masses, or try to wake up their family, their friends and whatnot, and all this different stuff. When you come into some information and you want to share it automatically, you come into some information that might have really changed your life or might have really opened your mind, and you being a person that you are, you want to share that information with other people. You feel me? You want to share that information with your friends, your family, and all that stuff, your coworkers, whoever it might be, because when you stumble upon something that really changed your life for the better, or really opened your mind to a whole different plane, a whole bunch of different dimensions of thought and whatnot, then of course you're gonna want to share with other people. Now, for my people who've gone into this and done this, you probably experience trying to do this, trying to wake people up, but people being stiff-necked, which is a term which is within the Bible in the New Testament. In the beginning of the New Testament, there's some that Jesus said about people who it's hard for them to receive the message. You feel me? To receive the message. People who are stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? And when I speak about the Bible and whatnot, disclaimer, I am not religious at all. I'm not no Christian. I'm not no Catholic. I'm not no nothing, none of that. I grew up Catholic. I grew up in a church and shit. Just for a little backstory, I grew up in a church and shit. I grew up Catholic. I was baptized. I went through all the communion, the confirmation, all that bullshit. All that extra shit that really don't mean shit. I went through all that. I went through church and all that stuff. But I had a spiritual immune system that did not fuck with that at all. Really, like that. I even went to Catholic school for a few years, for a lot of years. From 6th grade to 12th, yeah. I went to Catholic school for a very long time too, so I was deep into the religion, the spiritual, all that shit. I mean, not the spiritual, but the religion. You know what I mean? But fast forward, and here I am. I'm not religious. I'm not none of that. So that's just a disclaimer from when I speak about the Bible. When I speak about the Bible or any other religious text, I speak about it in the perspective those are spiritual texts. I look at the Bible, Helios Biblios, as a spiritual text for you to raise your consciousness with information, and raise your consciousness for information about the world, about reality, about, all that stuff. You feel me? So, with that being said, stiff-necked people, right? So stiff-necked people is those people that you try to wake them up, you try to put them onto some information, but they just don't understand. They just don't get it. Or it might not even be that they just don't get it. Even though you might have explained it really well in a way that even a child can understand, it's not even that they just don't get it, but a lot of the time, these people that are stiff-necked, these people is people who have been conditioned and programmed by society, by their family, by their friends and whatnot, by their religion, by their school, by all this different shit, by social media, to think a certain way, and to think that reality in the world works a certain way. So when you try to put them onto some information, especially if it's with especially if you're a person who is good at articulating the information and explaining it in a way that a lot of people can understand, these people still might not receive that message, and everything in their mind and their body is going, their whole body, their mind, everything is going to fight against receiving this information, because this information could contradict the programming that they received from society. This information could contradict the programming that they received and the information that they received from their families and friends and school and all that, who most likely probably went through the same programming and went through the same conditioning and had other ignorant niggas around them to tell them the same shit. So now they telling you the same shit. It's like it's like a fish being born into a fishbowl. It's like imagine you a fish and you being born into a fishbowl, and all your family, your friends, everybody around you has been born into this fishbowl too. Even your elders, your aunt, all these people, everybody around you they live in the fishbowl with you, and they've been born into the fishbowl, and their parents was born into the fishbowl, and all that shit. And imagine at that point, you and all these people, you're operating at a perspective of, hold on, let me go outside, cause this shit, I need a little light. This shit getting dark out here. It's starting to get dark early. I live in New York, but all these people who live in this fishbowl, they operate from a perspective of the fishbowl. They operate from the fishbowl perspective. You know what I'm saying? So when you are that fish that comes out of the fishbowl and realizes that there is an entire ocean that you never were aware of, then your whole world's gonna change. Your whole world gonna change. You feel me? Your whole thinking is gonna change. Everything about the way that you thought reality worked and you thought the world worked is gonna change as soon as you step out of the fishbowl into the ocean. Not only realize that there is an ocean and that there's more than the fishbowl, but you step into the ocean and whatnot, right? So imagine you were that fish who stepped into the ocean after coming out of the fishbowl, and you go back into the fishbowl after being in the ocean. You try to tell everybody about the ocean. You like, oh shit, my nigga, they got mad different types of fishing over there. They got, that fish over, bro, they got some baddies over there, son. They got some bad fish. Over there, these fish, son, at the ocean, that shit wavy. Like, they got all types of shit over there. It's big as fuck too. All this stuff. They're gonna be looking at you like you fucking crazy. They're gonna be like, what? They're gonna be like, huh? What is you talking about? Bro, we've been in this fishbowl. We've been in this fishbowl all our life. This is the world right here. All that is right here. You feel me? So they're gonna be stiff-necked. They're gonna be stiff-necked. And they're gonna be looking at their friends and family and all that for validation, and their friends and family obviously is gonna validate them because them niggas was born into the same fishbowl. Them niggas ain't never seen the ocean. They never experienced the ocean like you have experienced the ocean. So it's like you trying to get through to these people who have lived in this fishbowl all their life, right? You try to get through to these people who lived in this fishbowl all their life after you stepped into the ocean, and it's hard because these people are so stiff. They stiff-necked. You try to put this information, you try to give them some info, and they can't accept it. But you gotta understand, man, that like all my people out there who trying to do this, you understand that people gotta think about it from your own perspective. How exactly is it that you realize that there was an ocean? How exactly is it that you stepped out of the fishbowl and stepped into the ocean? You did it on your own time, at your own pace, really. You feel me? Because when you really think about it, think about before you had a spiritual awakening. Think about when you was way younger and you was probably ignorant and whatnot. You was probably doing shit that was way different before. So before, imagine if somebody came at you trying to talk about yo bro, like you're not your body, right? Like that you're not your thoughts. That your thoughts is not really you. You create and you receive and you create thoughts, but them shit's not you, bro. You can astral project, you can meditate, you can do all this shit, you can freaking You can leave the body whenever you want if you train your mind enough. My nigga, imagine if somebody told you that before you had a spiritual awakening. Imagine if somebody told you that shit back when you was ignorant, back when you was way younger. You be looking at these niggas like they fucking crazy. You be like, what? You be like, nigga, what? The fuck out my face. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, man, that people's gonna wake up at their own pace. People is gonna wake up at their own time. You just have to be that light. You feel me? You don't. The light doesn't find the dark. The light doesn't go searching for the darkness. The light doesn't go searching for the darkness to go light it up. No, the light simply just shines. The light simply just shines, and then it goes into the darkness naturally. The light shines in the darkness naturally. The light doesn't seek the darkness. The light simply just shines in it. You feel me? So you need to be that light. Be that light that just naturally shines. And those people who are searching for the light, because the light doesn't search for the dark searches for the light. When you in a dark ass room, when you turn a flashlight on, next thing you know, parts of the room is lit up because of the light, but other parts are still dark. You feel me? The darkness in the light. I mean, the darkness in people naturally searches for the light. You naturally search for the light. You feel me? Whenever you're ready for the light, whenever you're ready for a certain level of light, a certain amount of light, you go and find that for yourself naturally. Most people, you know. So my thing is like this: if you on your spiritual journey and whatnot, understand that your light is your light, and your light is gonna keep shining and keep getting stronger. You feel me? But when you trying to just wake up everybody around you, you trying to force your light onto people, you trying to force your light here and there and there and there, then that's when you gonna realize like that your light is gonna get dimmed a little bit, because you trying to force it. You're trying to force your light onto other people. You're trying to force your light here and there and all these different places. You feel me? When it don't work like that. People is naturally gonna come to the light. Like you know that light thing, that electricity shit that the bugs be flying into and getting zapped. The light don't go and find the bugs. That light don't go and find the bugs. They don't go searching for the bugs. The bugs are the ones that fly into the light. Naturally, you gotta understand, people is gonna naturally fly into the light. People is gonna naturally go into the light at their own pace. You know, so you just need to be that light that shines. And the brighter that your light shine, is how you gonna reach more people. It's how you gonna wake up more people. You're gonna wake up more people by focusing on yourself and getting your light to continue to shine better. You feel me? Instead of thinking that you gotta pull up on her, you gotta pull up on him and her and try to force this and force that and all this other shit onto them. No, it don't work like that. People is gonna wake up at their own pace. So my advice to y'all, man, on your spiritual journey is to really focus on yourselves for real, so that your light gets stronger and stronger. So then those people who are ready to wake up, and those people who are ready to go into the next level of their consciousness, the next level of information, then they'll naturally go to that light, which is you. You feel me? Your light will better be able to wake them up and have a better effect on them, and have a more organic way of getting through to them. You feel me? So that's my message about those stiff-necked people out here, man. So y'all gotta understand, focus on y'all motherfucking self on this spiritual journey. Raise your vibration as high as it can. Raise your vibration. Do your shit every single day. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. This is your spiritual journey. You understand? This is your journey in general. Know what I mean? So yeah, that's the message, man. That's all I got for y'all today. Jay Benz the Light. I'm out.